It's Gwendolyn. With Module 9 in my Work That Makes Sense suite and the 2 operational partners to Borders and the Visual Where, addresses, and ID labels. The Module 9 agenda follows familiar lines. First, a pop quiz to get the thinking juices going, then the logic of addresses, a set of address rules, address fundamentals, and tips for making your addresses smarter. Your teams will study over 40 actual address solutions and tackle 3 hands-on exercises. Oh boy! The first of the 2 Module 9 teaching samples shares the logic and usefulness of effective addresses, like a good fishing net. Why addresses? Why do we have addresses? Well, think about addresses in your work area the way you think about a fishing net. Its purpose? To eliminate the tiny pockets of struggle, of motion that the eye rarely sees and the mind hardly registers. Each effective address is like a well-tied knot in that net. Each weak or inadequate address is like a rip in that net. A second of confusion, a second of hesitation, time swims away. These seconds add up. They add up to hours, lost hours for you and for that person over there, lost hours for your area, and lost days for your company. An effective address is so much more than just a label with a name on it. Effective addresses follow 7 rules. This teaching example presents Rule 5.
Rule number 5, do not use color coding instead of an address as an address substitute. This is a big no-no. We color code borders in order to make a match that strengthens the address function, but not replace it. Color coding is not the same as an address, and it cannot replace the address. Here we have borders. They are color-coded, but who the heck knows what belongs in them? All of them are rectangles and squares. They look the same. How do we know the difference? Only an address will tell us. Color coding but no addresses. And here, by contrast, we have color coding plus addresses, a beautiful outside border that captures the large bucket of international packages. And inside each country has its own border and its own address, and yes, they're color-coded. Color coding is an addition, and it helps. We like it, but it does not replace the address.
Across the 86 fully animated, fully narrated slides in Module 9, your associates learn the why and the how of making addresses and ID labels highly effective, so they contribute to real-time performance, workflow, and a creative and engaged work culture, eye-driven and operator-led. Let the workplace speak.